Folks, we're here in Montrose, Colorado, and we got this LANDOLL disc gripper that we're going to put up on auction time. First, I'll start off by apologizing for the wind, guys. I know it makes it hard to hear. I'll do the best job I can for you on this. This is a good, straight LANDOLL disc gripper, guys. The gentleman is just moving away from it. There's not a thing in the world wrong with it. It's ready to go to work when you guys are. So just start up here on the front, and we'll just kind of walk all the way around it. You can see you've got a good hitch here on the front with your jack right there. This does take one set of hydraulic remotes to lift your wheels up and down, and that's the only hydraulic remote power you have to run this little guy. I've been around it a time or two, guys. I've not seen any breaks or welds on this thing yet. We're going to go around it again, and if I see something, I'll sure enough point it out to you. But I think as you look down over the frame of this, you guys can see this is just a really clean piece of tillage equipment right here. And so with that, we'll get going. I measured across from the outside of the middle gang right there to the outside on the other side, and it's 14 feet, guys. So I'm going to call this a 14 foot. I think technically it would be considered 13, but that is the furthest point, is from this outside on that center gang to the other, and it is 14 feet. So the disc blades are in good shape. They are showing somewhere, but overall they are in good shape. They are approximately 19 to 20 inch discs. You can see the spacing on those is approximately 15 inches. I'll measure them and find out for sure what they are. But they are two gangs on each side. It is a tandem setup here in the middle, where you can see that they're in a tandem formation before we get to the back where you've got the ripper shanks. You can see that you can adjust the angle of the gang right there. You can decide which hole you want to put that pin in, and that will adjust how sharp of an angle you're cutting with on your disc gripper right there. So, and again, I know it's in the weeds, guys, because this is where they parked it last spring when they were done with it. But this is a pretty straight little disc gripper, guys. And again, the blades are going to show a little bit of wear. If you guys can see this, hopefully that'll help you a little bit, maybe. But you can see there's a respectable cutting edge there still, but they've used it a little bit, and so it is worn down just a smidge. But overall, this is a pretty solid little disc gripper. Come back here on the back, you can see we've got a little bit of oil seepage around that cylinder on this side. I believe the other side's a little bit cleaner than this one is, but I did want to point that out to you guys. Tires are average. You've probably got 30 to 40% rubber, maybe 30 on this one, and about the same on that one. I can see a little crack developing down the center of that rib right there. So just be advised, guys, the tires are showing a little bit of weathering and sun check. So here on the back, you've got 5 of the great big spring trip shanks on the chisels. And if I can get one where I can get a good view of what the tip looks like on that, I'll sure enough try to get in there and see if we can't show you guys, if you can see it on this one here maybe. If that helps you guys out or not. That point goes down in there quite a ways. And you can see kind of what the shanks look like right there. By no stretch are they worn out. These are set up so that if you do start to show some wear on the face, you can take this piece and unbolt it and slide that off and replace the face of that. So it keeps your main shank on the back side from showing a lot of wear. And there are 5 of those shanks across the back end, and the same thing, I'll measure those and I'll put in there, you know, kind of what the spacing is. You can see you've got kind of a chopper here on the back to kind of help bust up if you're pulling up any clods or whatever. That kind of chops those up for you a little bit, and I'll get the measurement across there as well. I should have had all this measured before I did the video, so I could have told you, but I will put it in the listing, guys, okay? But again, you can see you've got 5 of the big shanks. 1, 2 right here, the third one is up there in the middle, and then 4, and then 5 on the outside. So 5 of the big shanks, guys. I'm going to speculate those are on roughly, probably 3-foot centers, roughly, is what I'm guessing. And again, I'll put the detail in there. Wanted to come around on this side so you can see we're carrying a few spacers right here. If you guys want to adjust your hydraulics, you can see he's got a spacer on there already. And again, this cylinder is a little cleaner than the other one on the other side. Tires are about the same though, 30% roughly, maybe a little less, maybe 20, 25 on that inside one there. But still good serviceable tires, and if you're local, I'm guessing if you guys wanted to, you could probably pull that little guy home. Maybe this will give you a little better idea what those points look like. And the gentleman I'm selling this for, guys, just so you know, you can see some of his other equipment in the background here. they run good equipment and they take good care of their stuff, guys. So again, I'm fairly confident that you're buying a pretty nice piece of machinery right here. And again, good disc blades on this side as well, guys. I think you can see that. So that is the little disc ripper in a nutshell. Like I said, the frame is good and straight. It's not been bent or broken or welded in any spot that I can see. Just a nice piece of tillage equipment, guys. If you have any questions, I'll put my name and number in there. I'll also put Jordan's number in there. He's the little man that I'm selling it for. And we can sure enough answer any questions you got. But I think this is a nice piece that you could sure enough head to the field and do some tillage with. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for taking the time to look, guys.